Hey, you YouTube and Snapchat and fuckers. Welcome back to another installment of the Friday Wrap-Up. I know it's your favorite day of the week. You can't wait. Monday rolls around, you start chomping at the bit, you start having Tommy withdrawal. But don't worry, kids. I'm back. So, before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. Got a little treat for you, mate. A little Tommy original cocktail there. So, real simple. I call this a vodka cooler. Perfect for the summer. Shot and a half of Tito's or your favorite vodka. Half a shot of Cointreau. Half a shot of simple syrup. I take an entire lemon, just squeeze it in it. I build this all in a cocktail shaker. Give it a good shake. Pour it into a cocktail glass. Top it with a little club soda. If you want to use flavored club soda, that's okay. I actually use a little strawberry watermelon club soda just to give it a little extra something. And the trick here is you take some lemon peel, all right? You see, and you peel the lemon, and you give it a little twist. Put about 2 of them in there, and it releases the oils. It gives it that nice lemony flavor. So perfect for the summer. Perfect to cool you down on a Friday afternoon. So a salud, drink up and be somebody, huh? Oh yeah, that is like kicked up lemonade. I gotta tell you. All right, so got a big week. Big week. Big week. First off, history was made this week. Yeah. Joe Biden, former vice president, the old fart pretending to be president currently, signed into law. He made Juneteenth the federal holiday. Big holiday weekend coming up, right? Juneteenth. So I talked to you guys about Juneteenth last year. It was a state holiday. Now they signed it, made it a federal holiday. So, you know, that's, I guess that's good. You know, what the hell? So let me get this straight. Juneteenth. Boy, you know what Juneteenth is? I know what Juneteenth is, Pop, okay? Yeah, that's right after the Civil War. You know, they rode out into Texas, and then a couple of them Texas fellas using them slaves as free labor for a couple of weeks. So they go ahead and tell them, hey, listen, motherfucker, slavery's over. Take your shit and go. Okay? So now they made that shit a holiday? Yes, they made it a holiday, Pop. So let me get this straight. So they told some slaves they're free, and to celebrate, now you get the day off from work, huh? Guess so, Pop. That's a good point. Motherfucker, I'm good with that shit. You good with that? Just makes banking and going to the post office a pain in the ass. But hey, you know, wait, hold on a second. Isn't Juneteenth on Saturday? Yes, it's on Saturday. So when the fuck they observing that shit? I guess Saturday. Motherfucker, we always getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? White man always screwing us. Giving us a holiday already on a holiday, motherfucker. Well, Pops, you know, now that you're here, this is my holiday might interest you. Father's Day, Sunday. Father's Day. What the fuck am I going to do with Father's Day? Ain't a big holiday in the hood. Come on, man. Come here, somebody walk up to you and go, you my daddy? Who the fuck you talking to, motherfucker? I ain't your daddy, your mama a hoe. Pops, you can't say that shit. Motherfucker, I'm a puppet. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Well, all right, you got me there. All right, so yeah. So Father's Day and Juneteenth, big holiday weekend. Motherfucker, who gives a fuck? You a father there, Pop? Motherfucker, I ain't nobody daddy. How about your ass? You a daddy? Not that I'm aware of. Well, you know, not that I'm aware of, but, you know, I guess I'm a father figure to certain people, you know? Motherfucker, who the hell is you who father figure to? Who's calling your ass daddy? Nobody, Pops, nobody. All right, hit the road, okay? Motherfucker, going to Juneteenth, motherfucker. So there you go. Juneteenth and Father's Day's this weekend, okay? So listen, if you're a father, if you got a father, if you know a father, not a priest kind of a father. That's a different type of father now. But, you know, if your dad's still around, by mistake, treat him good, all right? Went on the road this week, finally, after 1,000 years, okay? Had some business to do outside of the state. So, you know... I had to travel into Jersey and PA. Always a treat. I noticed that people outside of New York are passively rude. You know, people say New Yorkers are fucking rude, but you know, New Yorkers are blunt. We're blunt people, okay? We just say what's on our mind. So I'm on the road with my peg leg, you know, And the fucking looks that I get from people, I can't believe it. I mean, and they stare. They'll come right up to you. What's that? That's some kind of contraption you have there. I want to fucking break my cane across half of these people's fucking heads. I'm at a truck stop, right? I stop, I go take a leak, I'm having a smoke. And some fucking old couple, oh, that's some kind of contraption you have there. I've never seen one of those. Yeah, okay. Who fucking says that to people? I mean, you know, I stopped to have lunch and in Pennsylvania, and some lady comes up to me and she goes, I'm standing on a line, right, to pay for my sandwich. And this lady comes up to me and she goes, you know, you don't look like you're in you look like you're in pretty bad shape. I said, excuse me? I says, I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not The Rock, but I'm doing all right. She goes, well, she's pointing at my fucking leg. I'm like, oh. I says, it's a broken foot, lady. Oh, well, that's, you know, that's some I mean, you got some kind of thing, a mechanism there. And she's like, I said, could you just get the fuck out of my way? Please, thank you. I said please and thank you. Fuck it, I wanted to jam my fucking cane right in her hole. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm telling you, this is why I fucking hate people. And anywhere outside of New York, they just think, you know, I should go talk to this guy. He looks disgruntled. Maybe I'll cheer him up. Fucking people. I swear to God, I hate everyone. All right, Nostrilgate. The Cuomo saga continues. Well, you know, no new Cuomo news this week other than his nostrils are getting bigger by the minute along with his fucking ego. Okay? He hasn't fondled, fluffed, abused anyone. He hasn't killed any fucking senior citizens this week. He kind of just, he's laying low. You know, that type of shit. Your corona update, man. These things are getting shorter, so just like a fart in the wind, COVID is gone, kids. It's over. Done. Fat lady is son. All right, Governor Nostrils has lifted all COVID-related restrictions. No more masks, no more capacity issues, barricades, vaccination checks. And why, you ask? Because they've decreed that at least 70% of the New York population has been vaccinated, or at least has had part of a vaccination. So, you're all probably going to grow squirting nipples on your faces. Okay? And the infection rate is still below 0.4%. So we can dance, we can gather, we can go to games without having to be vax-checked or fucking provide a negative COVID. As a matter of fact, Yankee Stadium is at 100% capacity tonight. They don't give a fuck if you're vaccinated or not. You don't have to wear a mask, nothing, okay? It's nice. We're back to normal-ish. So you can stop with the fucking masks. At this point, all right, if you're wearing a mask, you are a fucking retard, okay? You're a retard. First of all, anyone who's wearing a mask right now is a gutless liberal wimp. You're weak. You're a fucking Mary. If you're, like I said, COVID's gone. The infection rate's below 0.4%. 70% of the vaccination, 70% of the population's allegedly been vaccinated. If you still feel that you need a mask, and people are out there, I see them today even, walking around with fucking masks on. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you're this fucking afraid, go home and kill yourself. Jesus fucking Christ. You're upsetting everyone you said that you come encounter with. So, you know something? I'm gonna, just like this whole woke culture, like if one thing upsets one person, it can no longer exist, I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. How about that? Okay? If your mask fucking bothers me, it shouldn't exist. And if you're vaccinated and you're wearing a mask, then you're an even bigger fucking retard than the window lickers in fucking in Bellevue. Okay? Seriously, I don't understand. Tell you a little story. So, a bar that I hang out at, there's this broad there. She looks like a beach ball. She's fat and stupid. Fucking liberal. Okay? Total liberal. So I'm in there, was it last Friday or last, I don't know what fucking night it was, probably last Friday. And she walks in, she looks like a fucking snowman, like Frosty, right? She's totally round. And she's got this mask stretched across her face. And I'm looking at this, and it took all I had to just not take my fucking peg leg and break it across her fucking head. I said, what are you doing? Why are you wearing a mask? I said, you see anyone else wearing a mask? She said, well, I don't want to get COVID. I said, let me ask you something. You're a liberal. You're vaccinated, right? She goes, well, yeah. I said, do you understand what the fucking what the purpose of a vaccination is. Did you miss that? She says, well, I have an elderly mother at home. I says, is your mother vaccinated? She goes, yeah. I said, so then I still don't understand what the fuck. If you're still worried about getting COVID, stay home. Stay home with your mother and you can sit there looking at each other. If you go home and you don't lick your mother's face, I think she'll be all right. I says, your fucking mask is enraging everybody in here. So I don't see why it's a problem. It's a problem. Because more importantly, it's enraging me. I said, so you know what? Because you're a fucking asshole and you're a dummy, now you can buy us drinks. You can buy us around the fucking drink. I made this broad buy us around the fucking drinks. I swear to God, the bartender almost died. Okay? I said, because you know what? It's people like you that voted wrong, that cost me money at the fucking gas station, that make it, the cost of groceries and inflation has gone up. I mean, people are out of work. The fucking country's going to hell in a handbasket. You got some fucking senile old fart walking around the fucking White House confused. Okay? Wearing a mask. If you're, like I said, if you're this fucking scared of getting COVID now, go home. Just stay home. Don't come out. Kill yourself. Nobody needs you. Okay? Your mask bothers me, so therefore it shouldn't exist. Yeah. Woke culture flipped on its back. Huh? All right. So moving on. So now that the COVID's over, here comes the CDC to pee on our parade. So right after nationals lifted all the restrictions, the CDC announced that the Delta variant of the COVID, of the Wu flu is coming, and it's much more dangerous. Of course, they've been so accurate all along with everything. So, I mean, they said the same thing about the 3 previous variants, and we're still here. Perfectly fine. So, there's no need to panic, kids, okay? They're all full of shit. The fucking CDC is like one of those insane ex-girlfriends that just can't stand to see you get on with your life, and the minute they know you're out there looking around, dating and hanging out, they're running around telling everyone you got fucking herpes, okay? Because they're a little nakwad in the head. Next up on your COVID update, get this shit. You know, every time I turn on the news, I see things and I wonder what the fuck is, and people say I'm crazy, okay? Seriously. So parents have been signing their kids up for vaccine experimentation at Stony Brook Hospital. Little kids, okay? Under 12. They're signing them up for experimentation. So, you know, out of 3 kids, 2 of them get a vaccine, 1 of them gets a placebo, and they're documenting it. But who volunteers their fucking children for medical experimentation? Are you fucking retarded? These are more liberal fucktards, okay? These are the people that voted for Biden. Okay, these are the people. These are the people that walk around thinking everything should be all, you know, woke and this and equal and blah, 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 okay? All right? You know, so they got their kid Jordan and Kyler. Come on, let's go for a vaccine experimentations. Okay, meanwhile, these kids are, you know, they're fucking snarling in the corner. Okay, so when your kids grow horns and start eating the fucking plants and biting people, don't act surprised. I hope these little fucking mutants bite your faces off like a bunch of deranged fucking chimpanzees, like Travis the chimp. Okay, that's what I hope. That's what I hope. Yes. What kind of fucking parents are these? Unfucking believable. No, I mean seriously. People wonder why kids are all fucked up. Okay, so kids, get your tickets out. We're gonna take that magical train ride into fucking Crazy Town. All aboard! Crazy Train's leaving the station. Woo-woo! Okay, first stop, Cape Cod. All right, so. Nature. A lobster diver was actually swallowed by a humpback whale. Yep. So here's this poor fuck, you know, lobster diving off the coast of Cape Cod. I guess it's his job. And a fucking, he's sitting there collecting lobster, and all of a sudden, whoop, blackout. A fucking humpback whale, okay, just swallowed him whole. Okay, so the fucking guy panicked. He thought first he thought he got eaten by a shark, which is understandable. That's understandable. Who thinks of a whale? Who thinks you're gonna have a problem with a whale? Okay, so first he thinks he got eaten by a shark. Then he figured, well, I didn't feel any teeth or feel any pain, and the thing's trying to fucking swallow, and he's swimming against the current, and all of apparently people from Massachusetts taste terrible. Okay, because the thing surfaced and spit him out. Okay, apparently this whale didn't swallow. She's one of those prissy bitches. I don't do those sort of things. Can you imagine? I mean, bad enough. You got to worry about fucking shark attacks, especially in Cape Cod, because that happens a lot. Right? But now you got to worry about fucking whales too, which is a new fucking worry to have. Last year, I shared with you 2 kayakers. I think it was also in Massachusetts. Got fucking a humpback whale came up underneath them and fucking swallowed them and spit them out, flipped the goddamn kayak over. Okay? Now you gotta worry about fucking whales. I've had enough of these motherfucking whales. Okay? I've had enough. We were better off when they were on the brink of extinction. You didn't have this problem in the fucking 80s. Okay? You didn't have this problem. And we all heard about, oh, the humpback whales are extinct. There was 5 of them. They were all in fucking Alaska. Nobody goes swimming in Alaska. Now there's so many because they did so much fucking and nobody's stopping them. They're swimming all over the fucking place. Okay? Now they're coming down to Cape Cod. Why? Because it's nice there in the summer, of course. Who blames them, all right? Now they're swallowing people, they're terrifying children and retards, and now we can't even use plastic bags because of them, because one fucking jerk-off whale somewhere in California got a fucking plastic bag stuck in its blowhole. Try bagging your groceries in the supermarket now, okay? I've had enough of these fucking things. These fucking asshole whales are better off dead, okay? We should be able to start killing them again. If they're swimming into Cape Cod, there's too many of them, let's just start shooting them. Matter of fact, they're getting too cocky. That's the problem. Let's make an example. You take a whale, right? A big humpback whale, you catch it. You jam some fucking dynamite into its blowhole and you blast its goddamn head off and you leave its carcass just floating there as a warning to all the other fucking whales. Get lost. Nobody wants you. Okay? Enough with the fucking whales. Next stop, Louisiana. The Gorilla Glue girl. Remember her, Tessica Brown? Well, Tessica's back. And guess what? Now she's launching a line of hair care products. Could you? I don't make this shit up, kids. I find it. I don't make it up. You imagine this dumb son of a bitch puts Gorilla Glue in her hair. Needs to have a plastic surgeon remove it. And now she comes out with a line of hair care. But what the fuck? Is it called Glue Remover? Fucking retarded. I can't. Oh, and this one's my favorite. You know, it sort of delighted me and pissed me off at the same time. So we're going to stop in Miami. Apparently, Jennifer Lopez. There's stupid jobs that people have, okay? And I don't necessarily think this is a stupid job. Apparently, Jennifer Lopez hires a professional nipple fluffer. Yeah, apparently her nipples aren't perky like that. Naturally. Somebody follows her around. A guy follows her around and just fluffs her nipples. Just so they're perky, so for a photo op. How do I get this job? What? Do you have to go to school for this? Like, I mean, I think I'm more than qualified. I've done years of field research in this area. Okay? I mean, you imagine walking around with Jennifer. Oh, that's that. This one's not fluffing. This one's not fluffing. Get some ice. You know, like... My luck, I'd get like Kathy Bates. You know, like I'd have to like lift them and flip them like a goddamn pizza pie. I mean, could you imagine what kind of how do you even apply for this job? I want this job, a nipple fluffer. Okay, Jesus Christ. All right, kids, your sports update. MLB, Major League Baseball. The Yankees still suck. There's a fucking news flash for you. I don't understand how Aaron Boone still has a job. I don't fucking understand. I mean, he should be gone by now. If it was anyone else, he'd be gone. They were even talking about maybe even replacing him with Bucky Showalter, which I think would be fucking fantastic, putting Bucky back as the skipper of the Yankees. I liked him. He has a little unfinished business in the Bronx. I mean, he got them close to the series. They let him go. Joe Torre steps in. A year later, bam. They're World Series champions in '96. But I like Bucky. He's a good manager. Every team he touches is a good team. But no, apparently Cashman is standing by Aaron Boone. I don't know if Cashman has fucking blackmail pictures. I mean, if Boone has blackmail pictures of Cashman fellatiating a fucking goat. But I don't understand how the fuck this guy still has a job. Personally, I don't understand how either one of them has a job. But that's because Hal Steinbrenner is a fucking retard. Okay? They should have been fired. They should have fired Boone right after Girardi and the Phillies swept them this weekend. So they played the Phillies, 2-game series, Saturday, Sunday, right? And the fucking Phillies swept them. Now, here's what happened. They went up to Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, my favorite stadium. Now, the Phillies mascot, the Philly Fanatic, is known as a dick. You know, as far as mascots go, this one's the more fucking obnoxious one. And he started the game off. Now, all right, granted, you're in Philly, and I told you, fans in Philadelphia are a little fucking mentally irregular. They take it a little too far. So the Fanatic gets a helmet, a Yankees helmet, brings it to like the middle of the, right to the pitcher's mound, smashes it to the theme of, New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. So not only are you desecrating Frank Sinatra, not only are you that's disrespectful to the other team. I'm sorry, I like the Phillies, but that's disrespectful. And you would think that the Yankees, seeing this, being they're from New York, they're representing the fucking Bronx, okay? Which should be tougher than Philadelphia, they lose. You would think that would fucking around. That just goes to show you they got no fucking balls. I don't know what this Aaron Boone did with his sensitivity bullshit, okay? But he turned them into a bunch of fucking pussies. Pussies. Subsequently, the fucking Phillies are still in second place, and the Mets are still in first. I don't know where this season is going. It's just going right into the fucking toilet. Okay, disgusting. NHL, the Islanders dropped another game. They have like this game 3 curse. Okay, they can never win a third game in a playoff series. So, they dropped another game to Tampa. So they are, I think Tampa's leading the series 2-1 last night at the Coliseum. And they play again tomorrow at the Coliseum, Saturday, obviously. If they don't fucking win this, if they don't win this game, they're pretty much fucked. Now, personally, I don't really give a shit. I don't care. Okay, I wanted them to beat the Bruins because I don't like the Bruins, but at this point, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not an Islander fan. And Tampa's a fucking solid team. Those fucking Floridians know how to play hockey. Let me tell you something. You would think palm trees and coconuts, they wouldn't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. This is the returning Stanley Cup champs. I mean, they're a fucking tough team. More importantly, the Rangers finally hired a new head coach. Thank God. Bye-bye, David Quinn. So they picked up Gerard Gallant. Gallant, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He's been around, this guy. He's a knock-around guy. He's a former player, actually. He played, back in the day, he played for the Red Wings. Played for the Detroit Red Wings, and he also played for Tampa Bay Lightning. And then he's had a successful string of coaching gigs. He coached the Golden Knights, got them into the playoffs. The Florida Panthers got them into the playoffs, and recently the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I think they got knocked out first round of this year's playoffs. So he's got a good track record of making playoff appearances, and he's always apparently, and I didn't know this, but apparently he's always at the top of everyone's list when they're looking for a new hockey coach. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the Rangers this year. He seems like an aggressive kind of guy that doesn't take any shit. Kind of like Barry Trotz, but still, an approachable type of coach. So, and a lot of players have said some good things about him, who've played for him in the past. So I'm curious to see how this shakes out. It can't be any fucking worse than it was last season. All right, your NBA playoffs. The Brooklyn Nets last night dropped a heartbreaker to the Bucks. If they would have just won that game last night, they would have had the series cold. I mean, the other night they came back from a fucking 9-point deficit and just crushed Milwaukee in Milwaukee. Last night, not so lucky. So, actually, no, I lied. They crushed Milwaukee and Brooklyn. So they're going back to Brooklyn Saturday night to play Game 7. Milwaukee forced a Game 7. So this is the rubber game. It's the do-or-die game. So, hopefully, I mean, look, with James Harden back, I'm a little bit more comfortable. I don't really give a fuck Kyrie's out or not. But Kevin Durant's a good scorer. He's hard to look at, but he's a good scorer. But, Milwaukee's no slouch. Milwaukee's no slouch. They're hungry. So, I'm confident that the Nets can pull it off in Brooklyn. They get a little of that Brooklyn mojo going. So, let's see what happens. But that's Saturday night. So, on What the Fuck Is That, we are going to talk about gender fluid. Okay? Now, They keep making up fucking words. I came across this word the other day, and I heard it somewhere, and I go, what? What the fuck is that? So, of course, you know, I had to Google. And apparently, gender fluid is someone who could just have a non-binary gender. Like, I mean, I could decide I want to be a girl. I could decide I want to be a guy. It depends on my fucking mood. You can't just decide that you have no gender. Okay? You can't. You are what you are born as, regardless if you cut it off, turn it inside out, pull it out, roll it, tuck it, make a little fucking bow. If you're born with a dick, you're a guy. If you're born with a vagina, you're a girl. I don't give a fuck what bathroom you want to use today. This gender fluid shit, it's nonsense. You can't just pick your pronouns, okay? I identify as he, him, or she, her. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Fucking stop it already. Stop catering to these fucking lunatics and making up words. Instead, we should medicate them and stick them in a fucking institution already, all right? You know, I mean, it makes... Look at me. I identify as a ficus. You're going to put me in a pot and pour water on me? You can't just decide you're something else that you're not. You can't just make this shit up. When you're fucking 5 and you're playing make-believe, fine. You know, they used to put people in straitjackets for this shit. Okay? And call them schizos. It was a good system. Now we're just letting them all run loose out of the fucking asylum. Right? And then they're on TV. They'll have all... They come up with new words all the time. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck anything is anymore. You look at a guy... It's why I don't think... You look at a guy... You don't know if it's a girl. You look at a girl. You don't know if it's a guy. Like this, I don't talk. That's why I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I just sit there and mind my fucking business and drink my drink and make fun of everybody. I can't stand anyone anymore. So, you know, I mentioned this earlier, but the price of gas lately, in case you guys haven't, has gone fucking crazy. It's over $3 a gallon. It's over $3 a gallon. You know what it was this time last year? $1.50. Okay? Or $1.87 or some shit. Like so when you see people wearing a mask, take their fucking wallet, because they're the reason why you're paying more money for gasoline. You see, you liberal fucking retards don't realize when you wear that mask, it's like you're like Rudolph. It's a fucking beacon. You're just basically identifying yourself to the world that you're retarded and you're costing me money. Okay, so, you know, it's my God-given right as an American to exercise some personal initiative and kick your ass and take your fucking wallet to fill up my gas tank. Well, kids, that's been your Friday wrap-up. Enjoy your holiday weekend. I hope you got something special planned for Juneteenth. And I hope you have something even more special planned for Father's Day. Like I said, kids, if your dad's still around, be good to him. You only get one. So, salud. I'll see you when I see you.